Giving birth to a child must be arguably one of the best things about life. And I'd like to believe that my parents believe that, and maybe they also thought that with my sister, but I mean, we never know. But in these days and times, y'all, with like just everything being so expensive and a lot of people not being able to take care of themselves, unless you're rich and making money, maybe I don't think having a kid is that great these days. And it's not the kid's fault, it really isn't. But it's just like, all right, you got to be able to feed them, obviously. That is very important. You got to feed your children. But a lot of people, they're broke. Heck, they do their best to feed their kids, but, everything else is, sometimes it don't work. And it's definitely not the child's fault. It's just the economy living. The kid is just here. He's amazing kid. Just here, just doing being a kid. But it's kind of that kid's existence. Unless obviously your parents are rich or good, make good money, it's not that great. It's not the kid's fault. It's just like it's the people just want to it costs money to have children. They'll take your child away from you if you don't do certain things. They will take your child away from you, which is very sad, dude. That is sad. It really is. That is when I have children, if I ever do, I don't know if I will. I'm maybe too young to think about this, but man, I seriously want to make sure that kid is okay, that he gets everything he needs, or this girl, I'm just saying kids, let's just say kid or kids, they have everything they need, they're being fed. Shoot, frick school, but I hate school, but fortunately, you kind of got to put them in school unless you homeschool them. I don't know what I would homeschool my kids on, but yeah, even if my kid don't like school and it's not for him, they're not doing well in school, I'll still try and help them. I think we think kids, if they're doing it bad at school, parents get mad at them, say oh, why are you doing bad in school? I don't think just because they're doing bad in school doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. Sure, some people say school is easy. I mean, I'd like to believe that, but the school system kind of can do you dirty. I'm not going to lie. It's probably done you guys dirty. The school system, they like to control. It's all a system to keep controlled. They gotta keep those kids safe too, man. There's a lot of bad people out there, my grandma quit nursing because she was tired of seeing kids in pain, seeing these kids just have it bad, man. I mean, I wonder don't you think a little kid suffering is much more worse than an old person? Because at least I know that old person is likely frail and stuff like that, but that old person has lived very, very long. While this kid is in pain, and this kid has only lived probably 2, 3, 4 years. Seeing them in pain, that's heartbreaking. Now, seeing an old person is also heartbreaking, but then again, I'm just saying they've lived a long life, so eventually they are gonna their body's gonna wear out. They're gonna die. It's just how it goes. But it sucks when you just see a kid that hasn't even lived that long suffering. That honestly really sucks. It sucks. But yeah, it's unfortunately that there's kids that suffer. I need to be more thankful about my life because there's kids that have it way worse than me. There's kids that die. That's it's sad. There's kids that die. And yeah, I know I'm talking about all that. But yeah, I'm just saying this because, like, you know, and I'm be honest, I don't. We have pets, and I don't understand why my parents have pets. They tend to complain how they don't have a lot of money, this and that. But dude, we have a freaking tortoise, dude. Like, you can get rid of that guy. Like, they got him for free. But here's the thing: that dude cost a ton of money to take care of. I literally built his house outside. And I hated doing that, but I did it because it was my sister's birthday present. Well, I had to do all this. That was so annoying. But yeah, I'm just like, get rid of the tortoise. Like, why do people complain about just having it, like, not having a lot of money, but they buy stupid things? Like, just get rid of some of the stuff. Why are you complaining when you're buying stupid stuff and you have, like, this tortoise that cost a ton of money to take care of? Like, here's the thing with dogs, though. All you really got to do is, like, make sure they have water from, like, the sink or something. And then they have, like, that food packages. Those last a long time. So the dogs are a lot easier to take care of. But a freaking tortoise, dude? Why are you... Unless... Again, guys, unless you're rich... like, my parents aren't rich. Yet they have that stupid tortoise. And it's like... you just get rid of them. If you're going to whine about how much you're not making money and stuff like that, get rid of the stuff that just doesn't make sense. You don't need the tortoise. Dogs are a lot more useful than a stupid tortoise. I'm sorry. You're probably thinking, oh, you're a bad person calling a tortoise stupid. But come on. Dogs, they will keep you safe. The tortoise, he ain't gonna do nothing. He's just a lazy ass. He ain't gonna do nothing. It's like, yeah, guys, just like... Here's the thing. I don't think you should whine about not making much money when you're likely spending your money on some stupid stuff. Just being real. Just being real. Sometimes I've spent my money on stupid stuff, and yeah, I've whined, but that's all my fault. But yeah, guys, man, children. Now, I don't know if I'll ever have a kid, but if I did, might be probably one of the greatest moments of my life that I will ever live. However, it doesn't seem like Gen Z is having kids that much these days, which is quite understandable. Gen Z is kind of sucks for them right now, but if I did have a kid, oh man, kids with the woman that I really loved, I'm sure, guys, that'll be amazing. But again, I'm just a guy in high school right now, so we're not worried about that right now. But hey, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'd hope to see you in the next video.